another interesting moment, probably day, to talk about the 13th of Feb 2024, and it's the Tuesday edition of the Whistle Time Live on your screens, wherever you're catching the show live from, and of course with a very interesting moments from all the angles. You would be talking about different stories that probably are surfacing and of course covering up the whole world. Now of course, interestingly, the Formula One is getting interesting, where of course you did see the player or the driver by the names of Lewis Hamilton putting of course a move away, or switching it away to that is his nearest rivals. Now from of course Mercedes to Ferrari looks so juicy for him, and we shall be discussing a little bit about that in a few, or I'll be giving you updates about that in a few over the time. But at the same time, we did also see the Uganda team, the Uganda parliamentarians suffered into the hands of the Slovenia who came in, or the Slovenia X, or the UEFA X that came through, headed by, that is Alexandria Seferin, who came through to the team and made sure that nothing had to disappoint them. 7-0 is what the parliamentarians, or Ugandan parliamentarians, were shown. Now of course the legislators couldn't do anything after the team was captained by, that is Seferin Alexandria, and of course for the home side that was captained by the FUFA president engineer Moses Magogo, and he also tried his level best to see that yes, this is a reunion. But to me it meant very big, because one thing is that the team did not only play, but there are a lot of plans that came through to see that they needed to really harmonize certain things in Ugandan sports. So I think this is very big. Coming into a country twice for a president like him, who is not an easy thing, by the way. So to me, that adds value. So we expecting more changes in the world of sports, particularly the sports which is football, and these visitings add more of what exactly we expect right there. Now today, just at the home grounds of Green Light, I did tell you that Unduparaka Football Club was set to start trainings today, and indeed that is one thing that kept on pushing. The boys are back, and they will be expecting a push through the whole season that is left. Around 11 players stand up, around 12 players stand up today. That means you'll be expecting more numbers to turn up. The ones who are not within that is West Nile will be coming, or those who are in West Nile but like from Germany and the rest of parts of the ones in Arua City came, and of course those who are in other places will also be touching down today, probably tomorrow, for a full gear trading session right there. That adds value to this very team. Now of course, leaving that there, I want us to start from the top-notch topics that are trending right now after the loss that the national, not the national team, but of course the legislatures, talking about the parliamentarians, got in there. The MPs suffered Bambi, 7-0, and that is one big thing that we really don't want. Well, it was an entertaining game, not that. So this brought in a lot of things in there. I did report some days back that Express Football Club were in, of course, their coach, Alex Isabedie, was one name that has not been ready to see that he needs to get to the books of Express anymore. But according to the reports that have come through, it has indicated that the man himself, Alex Isabedie, now has had a meeting with the Express bosses, or the board of directors, saying that he is ready to probably push on with the team after they sat down and agreed. Remember, this was after Express were leading 3-0, and later on in the first half, then second half, they were beaten by 4-3 by KCCA Football Club, and a lot of chanting, a lot of course, insults came through to this coach, and the coach couldn't really be in position to make sure that he remained. But when he said he wanted to push away yesterday, when I was giving you an update, now yesterday he also had a meeting with, that is the technical team, at the same time with the management team of that is Express. And of course he was well convinced that he is going to be the head coach and he should still remain. And indeed he immediately went for his first training with the team and had a very nice training session from yesterday, and we shall be expecting them still push. Remember, Alex Isabri brought this team from afar to where they are, in the position where they are. And this has really proven to the world that he is a good coach, a great coach. However, that is the multiple reports that came through saying that Isabri and the team were about to part ways. Now, the Express have since locked talks with the coach and feel the coach needs to be right there. Change of face in football is very key. Decision making is very key. But again, what about Express firing him now? Or sending, or if he had stepped down totally, who would be that player? I mean, who would be that coach that they would be relying on? Big things that someone would really, really want to know to hear. But I think it's very good. Handling or managing a club is one thing that you need to. Handling, including the human resource in a company like a football club. So I believe Express took the right decision to make sure that this player remained. However, he is one coach that every other person is looking forward for. And now we're expecting Alex to be a very big figure, because if you remember here, even after leaving Vipers, he still came and won the best coach of the month last month. So that shows you what exactly he is capable of doing, and that is one big thing that one should be looking into. Bad news in the world of sports still keeps penetrating through, and people are mourning. Our neighbors, Kenya, is mourning. Even if Kenya is mourning, East Africa is mourning, that means Uganda too is mourning, and the entire world. Now, Joshua Cheptegei is one name who has shown, of course, solidarity in mourning. That is the world marathon record holder, Kiptom, after, of course, a nasty accident in his life and after him dying in there. Remember, Kiptong has been one key name recognized internationally for his runs that he has been making through right there. Uganda long distance runner and of course the world record holder. I'm talking about for the 5,000, 10,000 meters. That is of course, the player, the athlete who has been there after getting a knock here and there, but he still made more challenges right there, breaking his own tallies. I'm talking about Joshua Cheptegei said that, of course, this is the time that they need to be in the moment of course, in the solidarity with their fellow or their colleague or guru, and I'm talking about the Kenyan Kelvin Kiptong, who perished in a car accident right of course, in his home country. So it's a very, very bad one. This is very, very bad. Remember, the marathon world record holder who had taken the long distance running world by storm perished just suddenly, and everyone is like, what could have happened? Now, Africa has lost a key figure who, of course, has been lifting the flag up, and East African who has also been leaving the East African flag high, not forgetting Kenya itself. He has also been leading or raising Kenya's flag high. This is a very, very bad one. We expect a lot of big turn up of probably that will be coming in for the burial. But according to that is Elgonye Maruekwi County Police Commandant Peter Mulinge. He said that, of course, the tragedy occurred, and that is the Eldoret Kaptagaret Road in Kenya. So he is expecting really, really safety over people. One, by that is not overspeeding, probably. Two, by following the road safety signs. That would, of course, add a lot into that is the team. So after all this, you're going to be seeing that we should be really vigilant about ourselves, health, and of course the journeys that we take. After twice clocking 2 hours and 1 minute for that is the marathon, I want to give you a record in 2022 and 2023. Kiptong shattered Kenyans icon, of course, with that is Elida, with of course Kipchong's only move that he has put into the big arena for the first time, and this shows that Kipchong's world record was 2 hours and 1 minute, and of course 0.009 seconds that probably he proved to the world, and that is one key thing you should be looking into for such a marvelous player. Now, of course, for us, the sports lovers or the sports fanatics, we feel this really needs to add into the books, because it's one thing very many will regret, very many will look into, and very many will really want to move in for. Yes, now the Africa Cup of Nations, remember, concluded. We did give you that the player himself, Sebastian Haller, did send Ivory Coast to what is called the world recognition, and of course world the biggest game that was watched. I'm talking about the Africa Cup of Nations. This is Africa's biggest of course tournament that they play, and with different countries representing, with different players from the diaspora representing, and this has now shown a lot of things that probably have come through India. Now millions have been awarded to each country that has come through in 2023 the Africa Cup of Nations. Now the rise in the price of money signified CAF's continued development and of course dedication to fostering of course the development in different countries in there. That means every other club that he participated, every other club that has come, the country that came through in this had a whole million sum money. Yeah, these monies are to be used of course for their development here and there, of course after all that. So prior to that is the start of 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. You did see that Ivory Coast, the Confederation of Africa Cup of Nations, I'm talking about Africa, I'm talking about CAF, did say a lot of things and increased the money by that is 40%, not only for that is the Trumpets team that has gone in there, but also for earning that is the every season, every stage that has come in there. So there were rise of monies here and there. That means Ivory Coast, the host, have done a lot in achieving this success because they proved wrong. Different people hosted the game wholesomely, turned up, fired the coach, made sure that they qualified through, that is the playoffs. After the playoffs, they emerged the champions. What a record that they have gotten into. That is the team right there. And it adds a lot of things that probably could be talking about. So I think it is not only to separate here and there, but it is one key factor that motivates. Now, we should be expecting a lot of development from that is the team of the Ivory Coast, or the country Ivory Coast, if the funds that will be given or awarded to them will be managed well. And that is one big thing I want to say that will be so interesting right there. Around 7 million US dollars. That is over 26 billion shillings as prize money that has been given. Oh God, people joke a lot, but people again turn up and make sense in right from maybe achieving it there. Remember, it's going to be around 26 billion. Do you know what that will be to do to a country? Of course, that is a very huge sum of money that has come through right there. So it is 7,000 US dollars that has been given to that is the best performer who has earned in there. So that means it winning that prestigious trophy, 7 million, yes, US dollar has been awarded in the accounts of the country of Ivory Coast, which is 26 billion Ugandan shillings. Wow, that's one big thing. And if that goes to a person, I believe the person as a generation will be for longer and will never see poverty in their life if managed well. That's one big thing that you should be expecting right there. But all in all, it is one big thing that has happened, and we are very glad that Ivory Coast, after showing people that it's all about decision making and taking risks to make sure that things work out, it is worked out. Yeah, it is worked out. So all those are some of the big things we're expecting right there. Now, of course, leaving that there a little, crossing over to the prestigious women's qualification or Uganda Super Senior Women Challenge Cup. Kampala Queens have come up with a statement saying that they have also signed a player by the names of Kasubo. Kasubo is a lady who is going to be playing, of course, for the team after putting pen to paper for that is the FUFA Women's Super League reigning champions, who, of course, are the Kampala Queens FC, who, of course, have been one of the big things. They have completed the signing of a striker called Lilian Kasuba from that is She Cranes, I mean not She Cranes, but She Maroons, who, of course, have also multiple talents that they have got in there. Maroons has been one of the key names or key clubs in the ladies' side who have been doing very, very well in making sure that the women football develops every time and now. And they are serious in business. Now, of course, for that is the She Corporates or the She Queens. Yes, the Kampala Queens. They look to strengthen because they had very many names that have been into their team who, of course, have been, who are now in the national teams and playing, of course, out of that is the league. We did see ladies impressing. And, of course, the recent is just the Teens Cranes that, of course, went off riot by beating, that is the team of Cameroon, and that is to make sure that they go into the World Cup qualifiers 2024, and that showed you what exactly Ulanda was all about us. So that means adding more names into the teams would be adding also more. So the teams are signing after selling. I think the business is going on well for clubs and the She teams that in Uganda. I believe girls, it's all about what talent do you have. The more talent you put, the more chances you get to satisfy, the more chances you get to push and prove the rest wrong. So those are some of the things in there. But of course, I think it's a good one because this lady has experience after the Kampala Queens on their hand said that they were delighted to announce the signing of this player. And of course, the player, the Palace of 6 months loan deal has been the signing period for that is the team right there. So she will be on loan, by the way, not a permanent one. Yeah, 6 months. She will be right there. And Kasubo was the top scorer for She Cranes, not She Cranes, but She Maroons, and that is the FUFA Women Elite League that has been going on right there. So I think a good addition has been put in there. But of course, ask yourself, why should again Maroons give a top-notch striker to their rivals? That means there's something that should be lacking, or they have gotten better who have also come in right there. That's where now I keep saying football has challenges. You don't think you're going to succeed just like that. It has a lot. Even in the women part, you're seeing already challenges in there. So this is a season that they are going to be pushing hard to see that things work out, and we are going to be waiting to see that this makes in right there. Okay, Soroti City FC is a club that has been relegated from the from the FUFA Big League to that is the regional league. But according to reports here, Soroti City have won it big to get ahead in the race for promotion yet again in that is the FUFA Big League. So Soroti will be playing Budo in Division 2, and they will be expecting to see what exactly comes right there. We shall be waiting to see whether they will also make amends right there. Now, in the Uganda Premier League, remember, today being 13th, there are going to be a lot of things. Tuesday, there's a game at CAD where you will be seeing UPDF taking on NECA Football Club, and that's a game that will be at Military Barracks grounds. And then you have the team of Wachiso Giants that will also be taking on URA at Kabaka Chiabagu Stadium in Wakisa. This is a very big clash. Now, my turning point comes to Wakiso Giants and URA that will be, of course, clashing in a league format, in the league encounter that will be coming right there. And David Obua's men come in this game, of course, with the following, of course, riding on high confidence. Remember, after winning over, that is the Gaddafi and UPDF since the resumption of the league, they have gotten in the courage and the confidence that they can get things work out for them rightly. And that is one thing that they are looking forward to see, that they put right in front of the encounter. Now, that is the team of URA for you. What exactly would this be like? Yes, the team of URA is traveling away to Wakiso, but I think they have the confidence level that can be put. Now, one thing with David Obua is that he is trying to understand and build his team from where he started, from where the team is going, and the team has to come to his way of play. The philosophy he's trying to introduce in the team is one thing that he wants to make sure that the team really needs to abide by. And that is one thing that saves always a team. I think URA should give him some chance, some time to also see that he assembles the team. Maybe this time around he may not be a table contender or a trophy contender, but keeping the team in, of course, off the relegation, maybe mid-table, would be one key thing that I think he would be doing. However, despite the different ends of the table that has come in there, the highly anticipated clash would be the two managers who, of course, believe that in the free-flowing football, there's something, and these are the two coaches who will be doing it there. John Luyinda's Wachiso Giants right now sits 12th on the log and with 17 points, while URA, of course, one of the best teams of position, that will also be pushing in right there. Can the Purple Sharks do something? That is one thing that somebody is going to be asking. But the former Purple Sharks player, I'm talking about Moses Aliro, Vianney Seka Jugo, and not forgetting, of course, Joshua Luwama will turn guns ablaze probably against their former pay masters or the former employers right there. This is where it is going to get interesting. So we're expecting a lot. But elsewhere, the flying or the high-flying Neck Football Club has also gotten to see that they need to climb into, that is, the joint second of the table. And that's what the fight will be. Dudu Bosco, Hussein Balangu, and of course Farouk, who is also right there. They are all looking forward to see that, wow, can we get this? And again, with UPDF at Bombo is one key one we shall be waiting to see. That encounter is one of the biggest one. The Army side is looking forward to that. They have not, they have lost their last 5 games on card. If you really followed it very well, they lost their game, and of course they will want to bounce back in this game. One of the biggest offers will be to stand resistance against them all putting their guns blazing to see that they win this game. So it is going to be one of the toughest encounters again, because they are looking to prove to the world that they can still be back and confidently push the world to, that is, the extreme ends right there. So we're expecting that to come in the way. Now, I want to take us away from there and we get to the international stories before we wind this session, probably right there. Liverpool, one team that is looking in there. But before we get to Liverpool, there's also Chelsea that is also pushing hard. Enzo Fernandez now totally denies Chelsea rumor exits. Remember, before they move in there, he came and he has not been a confident starter this time for, that is, team Liverpool, for Chelsea, and that is the team coach, of course, Pochettino. But reports from different papers had shown that this player is one name that is pushing for his exit in the summer transfer away from, that is, the team of Chelsea. But according to the stories, according to reports coming right now, indicate that this player says no. He is here to stay. And remember, the central midfielder has just completed 12 months at Stamford Bridge. That is 1 year after, of course, making a very huge move from the team. Remember, it was 106.8 million that he got from, that is, the team. And so challenging, so challenging. He's now one name that is right there, probably said to be going away. It's so challenging. Kylian Mbappe camp unconvinced over Real Madrid offer, because Kylian Mbappe is being linked with a move to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid say they will be paying some money to see that Kylian Mbappe crosses over to them in the summer. But now the agent and the camp are saying no, this money is not enough. We need enough money, and that is one thing that we are waiting to see. So I believe maybe if Real needs him seriously, they will have to add the monies and make sure that things work out for the 25-year-old to cross over. Man City try left out of Champions League clash. Remember, today Champions League returns with a couple of games, with Man City taking on Copenhagen, and that's a very big one. Now, the trials that will not be there include Mateo Kovacic, Josko Gaviolo, and Sergio Gomez. That will not be there, and Pep Guardiola's side will be tussling it out in, that is, the round of 16. As also RB Leipzig will be taking on Real Madrid, as Leicester in another game will be taking on Sheffield Wednesday. But of course, I want to say the two Champions League encounters will be coming right today. In that moment, I would be saying Liverpool have sent in scouts that is to watch the duo of Florian Wirtz and Piero Hanikape. They want these two players to probably come and see what exactly will be right there. Whereas for Manchester United, they are considering a move for Inter Milan's central forward, Lautaro Martinez, who has been a key link figure into the team. Of course, yes, we have seen Rasmus Hojlund putting in more effort, but they need more of the teams, because by summer, you could be seeing, or in June, you could be seeing the man by the names of Antonio Martial leaving the club right there. So they got 72 million pounds to put on the head of Rasmus Holland from Atlanta. Now they are looking for Lautaro Martinez, who is being linked with a move to, that is the team of Manchester United. So the Frenchman is set to end his career. I'm talking about Antonio Martial after nine years stay at, that is the Old Trafford right there. With that brings us to